Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly. No cap November 2025. Yes, the line cap is gone. Level 39 is just going to keep going and going and going. But we have left in the default crash behavior of the original cart. So that means players will get to colors. They'll get to the game crash at level 155, and if they can keep playing, you know, God bless them. Good luck to you. Keep going. But if you can't, well, then maybe that's going to end your game. So, you know, there's no cap if you can survive the crash. Okay, that's kind of how we're thinking about it. Okay, what's up? Hyper tapping is screaming at me in YouTube chat. My goodness, Vandy, what? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, no cap November. That is what we are doing. Let's take a look at our rules. Yes, this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on a console or emulator as long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. Now, turn off, if you have the crash setting, then turn off your line cap and turn crash mode to crash. If you don't have crash mode, then turn on your line cap to 155. You will not have the opportunity to crash dodge. So you got it? Easy? Great. One mind per game. Don't get any in-game advice. Don't pause unless the commentator tells you to. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Problems with internet, OBS, or your PC, slowing down, wigging out, whatever, just keep playing. I will sort it out. Do not pause. Best of fives throughout. First player to 3 wins is the winner of the match, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $316.84. That is right. Let me left 2/3 this. There we go. Yeah, $316.84. Prize pool is provided 100% by you, the viewers and fans. If you do want to support the players, you want to keep them coming back, entice them, lure them to coming back to playing these events, well, the prize pool is a big way to do that. Also rewards them for the time they put in practicing so that they can play on these streams for your entertainment. So if you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says no cap, that is the one. Click on that. That'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right hand corner is where you log in. It says log in, so click on that. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account to log in. You do not need to make a separate account for Matcherino. Easy peasy once you're in. The right-hand side has a mustard-colored button that says contribute. Click on that to contribute. It'll open up a window. Enter your dollar amount that you want to contribute. And what dollar amount can that be? Well, that could be anything. $1, $5, $25, $100, $500, $2,000, whatever you got kicking around. We're trying to get to $2,000 overall. That will allow us to pay our top 8, and we pretty much always hit our goals. So help us hit our goals. Thank you to everybody who has contributed so far. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, well, do you want to do that? Maybe. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris is where you can make an ongoing pledge of support to help keep this channel going. There is a reason that I can run streams at 4 a.m. or 3 in the afternoon when most people are working. It's because, well, I am your feudal Tetris serf. You're keeping me at a basic subsistence level, which I appreciate. But what that does is it allows me to stream these matches pretty much whenever they need to happen. We have players all over the world, Asia, Europe, the Americas, all the countries of the world. and sometimes they have to meet up at odd times. And you know, I can't. If I had to like go and work like a regular job with benefits and all that stuff, I wouldn't be able to stream Tetris. And to me, the most important thing right now is to stream Tetris. And so your support is allowing me to do that at every hour of the day. Thank you so much for helping to keep this channel running. Big shouts to Scott, Gray, Jane, The Window, K9, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, Javin T, Jason, and Sunny, and everybody else on this slide. If you don't like Patreon, I get it. Some people don't. But you can find other ways to support us. We have a support command that you can enter on Twitch or on YouTube. I've put it in there right now. You can make that same kind of pledge using the Streamlabs or PayPal links. So you can do the exact same thing. And some of the people on this slide are actually doing that. Okay, enough? Good? Yes? Enough? Let's go and play some Tetris. Let me go ahead and do this and refresh our players and get them going. We already had a no-show in a stream today. Man, I don't want that to happen twice, so hopefully... Oh, Paco isn't Taco, right? Isn't that what Paco is? Let me see if I've got Paco right. Oh, your Paco is Taco today? What determines whether your is or isn't Taco? What determines that? Just curious. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set up our... whatever stream key is in, I'm not going to lie. All right, well, thank you for not lying. You know, there's nothing I hate more than a liar. Well, there's a few things I hate more than a liar, but that's like up there. All right, let's get Winter lined up. All right, Winter's there. Drum kit. Is that like an electronic drum kit? That's pretty good. I'm into it. Okay, Winter. And then let's line up Paco is Taco. Where's my thingamabobber? There it is. Paco is Taco. There are other days when Paco is not Taco, but today Paco is Taco. So let me line up. It's like right on the edge of the screen, like. So we're like cut off a little bit. It's fine. We're doing it. We're getting it done. We're fine. Okay, well, players, it is time. We're going to go ahead and give you some pieces. Here are the pieces. And I got to get a Paco is Taco avatar here. Maybe I'll just pick one up off the stream at some point. So here's Paco is Taco. So I'll have to cut this out, remove the background, add a virtual back of his head to it, and then I will have it, and it'll say Dunder Mifflin on it. That'll be amazing. Wow. You think you accidentally joined Stupid Tetris Monthly? Oh my god. It's okay. You just owe us a $20 fee. Oh, I'm experimenting with something here. We have two rollers, right? Winter, you're rolling. I'm willing to experiment with M scoring. Do you guys want to turn on M scoring? Do you have M scoring? I mean, I don't know if we'll need it in a round one match because we really haven't needed it. But if you want to turn it on, we could turn it on, and I could experiment with capturing that. Paco, you want to turn on M scoring? Do you know that? You got to either both do it or both don't. Why dopes my cam looks so bad? All right. The pieces are in the chat. Yeah, turn on M scoring and we'll see. I'm experimenting with it. I just quickly made like a thing for it. Oh, I realize it's gonna like interact with seed checker. So that's gonna be a problem, but well, my seed checker isn't working, so that's okay. Oh, all right. So it'll be over the M scoring. That's all right. What does M scoring do? It gives you the 1 point. It gives you the millions, right? Yeah. So we'll try it. We'll see. Both players are on seed. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down. Oh, wait. That's not the seed. I hit the wrong button. All right. We're good. We're good. That was supposed to be a countdown. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There we go. All right. Let's see if this looks okay. Oh, yeah. All right. So the thing that this is going to require is players are like aggressively on stencil or that I fix their stencil. So let me quickly get everybody on stencil, like aggressively on stencil. Otherwise, it's going to look totally... Oh, my God. I realized that... yeah, this is not going to work. Because I can't fix stencil when players are on dark mode. All right, so we're gonna try to line this up. It's okay. We're good. We're making it happen. And especially the wrong dark mode. Oh my God, guys. All right, well, anyway, we got Winter versus Paco. On the left side of your screen, Winter, seed number 24 from the United States of America with an overall PB of 2.13 million points. That's a lot of points. That's like 2 million points. Winter qualified in with a 1.38 million. That was the average of her best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. That 2.13 million, by the way, that would be a top 50 score if it were actually on the score leaderboard, but it is not, but it would be. Yeah, I'm just totally roasting our players while they're trying to play. 171 here for Winter, 211 for Paco. There's a Tetris Winter 195. You've seen Winter most recently live in the Kansas City Regional. Playing in both the Open and DAS tournaments. Good run in the DAS Silver tournament. You've also seen Winter playing in the Pumpy's One-Day Tournament, Classic Tetris League, Classic Tetris Bi-Weekly, Tetris Friendlies, Pumpy's One-Night Tournament, the Arcadian Tournament, in Mega Masters this year. Match Database has gone through some upgrades here. You've also seen Winter at the CTWC Stillwater Regional last year. That was at Blue Scooty's library. So Blue Scooty ran a regional at his hometown library just so he could win it. Can you imagine? There's a Tetris Paco 400,000. And yeah, on the right side, it is Paco is Taco. Paco made his Masters debut in October and actually advanced to round 2. So one is round 1 match. You've seen Paco playing in Pumpy's one-day tournament. You've seen him a bunch in community tournaments going all the way back to January of 2021. Classic Tetris bi-weekly. Classic Tetris League. $379 for Winter, $453 for Paco. You're not optimistic about where the 7th digit is going to end up? Yeah, there's no 7th digit. So basically it's going to say, like, if we get to 1 million, it's going to say 1 point whatever million. If we get to 2 million, it's going to say 2 point whatever million. 502 for Paco, 428 for Winter. Here's a Tetris Winter, 473. So Paco is like perfectly on stencil, so it's showing up perfectly. $572 for, that might actually be my fault that there's all that garbage up top. It's actually really tough. $523 for Winter on 19. $597 for Paco. It's kind of tough because on the way the scoring is, when you put that M score on, it's like 1 or 2 pixels away from the other score. So trying to cut it up into like a different part of the screen is like really hard to do. $599 Winter, $673 for Paco. Have we seen any far runs? We have breached 49 and beyond like once, I think. Like maybe we got to 41 or 42 or something. But no super deep runs yet. Who do you think is better at stencil? TNP players or premier rated top 25? That's a tough one. You know, we got to factor in ID Kirby and Pixel Andy generally in top 25, or ID Kirby not this month, so that helps. 744 for Paco, 753 for Winter. So Winter 20,000 points behind. But usually Andy's is a mess because like it resets every time. Like he's always swapping capture cards in and out, and that affects it. What's up, Chen? How's it going? Paco with a Tetris, 862. Does Paco really only have a 1.3? Why does it seem like Paco should have like a rollover? That's what I found in the bot, was a 1.3. There's a Tetris Paco 928, 851 for Winter. And Paco is almost 1 away from the max. Oh, a misdrop for Paco. That T-piece. We have to go up and get that, fix that. 925 for Winter. This is going to allow Winter to cut into this lead a bit because she's still clean. Tetris for Winter, 964. Paco has got the max out. You can see the M score counter. It says 1 million. And now Winter has got the max. And Winter now in the lead. After all that time being behind, now in the lead. Now, of course, also is ahead in lines. So we're into level 29. That speed has doubled since that level 19 phase. Tetris is on 30. We're 37,200 and climbing 1,200 every color change. All right, there's a nice triple. Paco, A73. Winter still ahead by about 14,000 points. Both players closing in on 1.1s. Winter has got the 1.1, so you can see the M scoring little indicator. Tells you that it's a 1.1, so you don't have to interpret the A's and B's and all that. Paco's got the 1.1 as well. And Winter's board climbing, going to top out at B11. The target for Paco doesn't matter because Paco is going to come back and take this one in game number 1. Paco, you are good. Go ahead and keep mullining it out if you want. Yeah, mulling it out. I don't know what your PB is. Paco, what is your PB? Because the only thing I could find in the bot was like a 1.3. And it seems like you should have way more than that. $1.306. Oh my God. I feel like you're going to PB like right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Josh says there's no way Paco's PB is just 1.30. Winter, you can stay, by the way, Winter, you can stay on dark mode, but can you just change it to the OG setting? You're on, set it to OG, if that's okay. It's just a different color scheme that matches the original NES Tetris cartridge. You can totally keep it on. Just OG mode is what is required if you're going to use it. There you go. Perfect. Hopefully that is not too disruptive. All right, the new pieces are here. B6, C4, 3F. B6, C4, 3F. You both tried to increment? Y'all. This is Masters, okay? There are literally dozens of dollars on the line. We are not going to be incrementing seeds, okay? All right, looks like both players are ready and they are on seeds. Let's get them started. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. August of this year was Winter's CTM Monthly Masters debut. Of course, she was also in Mega Masters this year as well. Oh, and oh no, the boiler spin or the JD spin or whatever. A little bit of a fail there for Winter, so that's going to complicate the board a little bit. Long bar down, Tetris, Winter. Paco started off with 2 Tetrises, but gonna be forced into some burns here. Was it because the OG mode. Is that why? You can blame the OG mode. I'll take it. Blame Vandy first. I get it. Mustache Cannon just subbed on Twitch. Thank you so much, Mustache Cannon. Really appreciate that. You have no idea what a... Oh, you still want a Tetris glossary because you have no idea what a boiler or JD spin is. So, yeah, the spin... Think of a regular T-spin, but you have another mode of entry where you place the backside, the underside, the long, flat part of the T is facing down, and then you kind of jab it in from the left, and or I guess you could also do it from the right, but you jab it in from the from the right to the left, and it gets you a different board shape when you're done with the T-spin. So you can do either one. You can do it either way. If Arctic, you literally have an example because you can just go back if you're watching on Twitch, and if you're a subscriber, you can go back and rewind. You can literally go back and just do that and see what I'm talking about. You can see what Winter was trying to do anyway. But it was missed? Yeah, but you'll see what the attempt was. No? Paco gonna miss that L spin. Just imagine that it was successful. But yeah, but like normally with a T-spin, what you do is you place one of the nubby parts downward. Instead, you're facing the long 3-wide backside of it down and then kind of spin tucking it in. Oh, there we go. Winter gonna fix that up. I'm not muted. I'm just watching. I don't know why you think I'm muted. I'm just looking. Okay. 355 for Winter, 438 for Paco. You watch it, but it just looks like a failed T-spin. All right, no worries. Maybe I can try. How do I set one up? God, I don't even know how to like actually set it up. $424 for Winter, $467 for Paco. All right, Winter trying to knock this stack back down. And Will actually sets up for a dirty gets. The long bar. Winter approves. $549 for Paco on 19, $534 for Winter on 20. There's an adjustment dock. Yeah, go to the adjustment dock. There's also a, it's probably in the spin class video that Sharky did. I'd have to imagine that he put it in there. An adjustment dock is just a chiropractor. Tyler with the dad jokes. What the heck? 670 for Winter, 713 for Paco. I didn't know Tetris was a father. Oh, the line spin for Winter. Yeah, don't go to a chiropractor. Tetris is right. Wait, you literally have Tyler Jr. on your personal stream's description thing? I do? Tyler Jr.? What? What are you saying, Tyler Jr.? 802 for Winter, 867 for Paco. There's a Tetris Paco, 898. We could be headed toward double max out territory again. Oh, nice clear there for Winter. Opens up that right side, gets that Tetris, 847. But 934 for Paco. Yeah, don't go to a chiropractor. Sorry. Sorry, I hope I'm not offending any chiropractors in chat. Although, actually, I don't mind if I'm offending any chiropractors in chat. I don't mind. Column 8 Tetris for Paco. He's got the max. There's a Tetris for Winter, 953. You may or may not have dropped $2,000 on a chiropractor. Oh, Tyler. See, this is what happens. People who are desperate. A31 for Winter, A64 for Paco. Maybe there's some stuff they do that I'm not aware of that's like valid, but man. We're into the 29 phase now. Paco on 30, Winter on 31, double maxes. Well, Tio, listen. Some lessons are expensive lessons. All right, Paco with the 1.1 is ahead by about 40,000 points. Oh no, Paco's board starting to break down. All right, that's a top out for Paco. The target for Winter is B26. And of course, Winter has virtually forever to try to chase this down, so does not have to go aggro. Wait, you got 33 visits for $2,000? All right, so Winter is good. And Winter's going to tie it up at a game apiece. So what's that, like $59 in like a thing, or $55? Like, what the heck? All right, new pieces players. 2EFF59. 55 a visit. I don't know. I'm no expert on anything, but it does not seem like science, and there are like so many injuries and they're not actual doctors. And I know someone will come in and say, well, I went to a chiropractor and I feel great. Like, all right, I get it. A Tetris host, I guess, does not need to proffer opinions on chiropractors, but it's such a bad idea. I can't help it. So if you're going to cancel me over chiropractors, I'll take it. No, we're not incrementing. It's new seeds every time. Kira Dev says, I went to a chiropractor and felt great after. I also felt great before. All right, no problem. 1 minute. While we're waiting for Winter to come back, just want to remind you that we do have a prize pool. It's been sitting at $316.84 for a bit. So if you want to contribute to the prize pool, bump it up, lure these players back, consider contributing. It's easy and fun. And any amount will do. $1 is fine. I mean, the fees will be a ridiculous amount of what you, because there is a little bit of a fee Matcherino charges for the service, which we are happy to have them do that. Can you imagine like if I had to like literally collect these contributions and like PayPal or something like that? We could not run this tournament with a prize pool without Matcherino. So I'm happy for them to take a little bit of a fee. So you see the boiler spin, but there's no etymology. Yeah, the etymology is that it's named after the last name, essentially, of Ella, right? That word sounds like her last name. So E flat. It's also called the JD spin, after JDMFX. All right. Well, I in my capacity as a Tetris host, I should not be offering opinions on medical issues. So just really, all I would say is please look into it. Paco playing invisible Tetris. Not very well. You did fine. Better than I could do. All right, both players are on seed. Both players are ready to go. Let's go. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Girl without a fairy with an Egyptian chiropractor joke. That's almost ban-worthy. Girl without a fairy. But we'll let you stay. We'll let you stay. Tio says, spines aren't very important, so you might as well have fun with it. Oh, very early shift for Paco, and that's going to mess up his board a little bit. Winter trying to uncover, will uncover, now waiting on the bar. $5 contribution to the prize pool from Whoops. That's going to get us up to $321.84. Thank you so much. Whoops playing Tetris. Nope. I tried to log in and the API didn't like it. All right, I'm in again. All right, thank you, Whoops. Appreciate that. $120 for Winter. Another Tetris winner, $143. I don't know. How do you guys feel about having this M scoring there? Is it like, is it kind of beside the point? Paco with the Vits. And converts it. Tetris says, while I do regret going to a chiropractor, I do not regret going to the CTM Matcherino. Thank you, Tetris. Imagine you could have had like that $1,800 and chunk it right into the Matcherino and not risk serious harm or death. Like, you can get a massage. You could just go get a massage. I don't think you need people like manipulating your neck. Like, I don't, you know, just crap. Just, oh my goodness. All right, Paco set up in column 7. He's trying not to. Yeah, he's going to have to pile up in column 8, 9, 10. Tetris for Winter 255. And yeah, a little bit of a drought here for Paco while he was kind of set up for a cheeky column 7 Tetris. And then it just kind of snowballed. A little bit of a mess, but he's clearing it away. All right, he's uncovered. And long bar down, Tetris, Paco. And bar is going to troll him a little bit. Uncovers again. Long bar in at Tetris, Paco 243. Oh my goodness, Tetris. I don't even want to read that out loud. It's making me sick to read that out loud. Oh my God. $403 for Winter, $272 for Paco. Well, I'm looking forward to the YouTube comments. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Just talk about the Tetris. And in this case, I would agree. You're right. $432 for Winter, $285 for Paco. Don't laugh. That's right. Carl Henriksen is going to be here. Why is he laughing and talking about chiropractors? Oh, no. Paco is in the... yeah, no, that is not going to be good. Paco is going to top out. And Winter is good in game number 3. All right, the new pieces are here. I can't believe Paco didn't schedule this for a Tuesday. I mean, he is alive on Tuesday, so it doesn't, just because, like, he doesn't need to play Tetris on Taco Tuesday. So the pieces have been pieced. Winter is the one pinning the seed. Winter is playing. I see an entire chat full of moderators, and Winter, who is a player, is literally pinning the seed. Come on, guys. Come on. 6B81E4. You tried. Winter's too fast. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Paco needs to win to stay in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Winter says, my back hurts. I'm carrying this stream. All right, well, look at that. Winter, also a winner. I have to mod someone now. I have to demod someone. That I think that's the only thing that's going to work, is just start demodding a random mod every time a player pins a seed. So winter. And is it when does winter actually begin? Because it's November 17th. When is like winter in like mid-December? Is that what is the actual date? The first day, December 21st. That seems ridiculous. Like, you know, I'm from New England. We had snow starting in like October. Meteorological winter, December 1st. Astronomical winter, like December 20th or 21st. Emotional winter is like October 13th. True. All right, guys, what's your favorite movement of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, right? Which one is it? Pasta says it's winter. Ian Key says spring. Tio says, I like the first second of the third. I think Winter is saying, I like winter. I think that's what Winter's trying to say. Disrekshow official says, WTF, I just realized my birthday is 20 days before Blue Scooties. Oh my God, what the heck? Somebody's birthday is 20 days before Blue Scooties? Oh my word. Wow. Oh my God. What the heck? That's insane. Holy mackerel. $297 for Winter, $353 for Paco. Look up the birthday paradox. Your brain will implode. What is there, like how many people is it you can get in a room before you have a 50% chance of of someone with your same birthday? It's like very low. It's like Bayesian kind of mathematically looking thing. It's not a paradox. I mean, it's just a surprising mathematical statistical fact, but it's not a paradox. I mean, people call it the birthday paradox, but that is not. It's not a. I mean, it's not a paradox. People are playing fast and loose with the word paradox. First of all, I don't even believe there's anything. I don't believe there's any such thing as a paradox. Actually, there are misunderstandings. So if they want to call it the birthday misconception, I'm all for it. $437 for Winter, $495 for Paco. Yeah, like people get, I guess colloquially people use paradox for like, oh, here's a puzzling, surprising fact with this, you know, with a interesting answer or something, but no actual paradoxes. Oh, you want to bring up the liar's paradox? No, I don't agree. We'll do it on Vandy Late Night. I'll explain why the liar's paradox is BS. Bertrand Russell can go fly a kite, okay? $565 for Winter, $575 for Paco. There's a Tetris for Paco. We should have a random mod generator to make a specific someone mod. Pasta, you are lobbying hard for mod, but let me tell you, the worst way to become a mod, like the least likely way to become a mod, is to lobby to become a mod. People are power hungry. Can't have them be moderators, you know? Oh, that's going to be a misdrop for Winter. That's going to really complicate the board there. All right, but Winter getting it done. Opening up that right side, has to close again. This should be workable, and there's a triple and a Tetris. 692 for Winter. Paco with a Tetris, 774. They're one line apart, and Paco is ahead by like, 80 something thousand points. Mustache Cannon says, you know how you pretend to not want the job in the interview? Yeah, if you're a little too eager, then that's like a signal of like, can I really trust this person? What is their motivation? So yeah, we're definitely looking for the George Washington type, the person who like doesn't want power. It's the best person to have it. $883 for Winter, $990 for Paco. There's a Tetris Winter, $986. Paco has got the max out and more. You're on 27, still with about a 70,000 point lead. But actually now more. Now it's a 100,000 point lead when the lines are tied. There's a Tetris Paco B30. A60 for Winter. There's a Tetris Paco. He's just going to try to take a good board into 29. Not going to mess around. Taking the triples, taking the burns, bringing the board down. You love to see it. Winter's board starting to climb a little bit, but she's bringing it back down. And all right, the board, yeah, she's working it. He's working it down. By the way, qualifiers are open for CTM December. You have 13 days to qualify. Oh, no, that's going to be a top out for Paco at 1.2. The target for Winter is CO4. That is the target. Oh, no, and that is going to be a really hard thing to bring down for Winter. Can she do it? Can she work this down? Oh, my God, how does that long bar get over? What the heck? That is not even legal. No, and that is going to be a top out for Winter at B95. My goodness, CO4 was the target. So we are going to a decider. My goodness gracious. I know, I almost said that it's going to be a top out. I did not expect anyone to survive that. I'll admit it. Is M mode required for this? No, it's not. We're just testing it out. We're just testing it out to see if my display works, and it kind of works. It's a little scuffed on the left side, but I think it's stencil issue. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some new pieces. 8F7E2F. Yeah, you do not have to do M mode. I was just testing it out. So Paco was just like, what, 3 Tetrises short of a PB? How does this guy have a 1.3? I don't get it. Went for a Tetris setup for no reason, kind of dumb. I mean, look, you're trying to get that PB, I think. Mustache Cannon says Paco is smurfing. I mean, yeah, you're in Masters already. There's nowhere else to go. Jeff Max says, these deciders are tough. I can never decide them. This is a fake identity. All right, Zook, thanks for the pin. Is this like a V-tube kind of thing? It's like hyper realistic V-tube skin or something. I don't know what you call those people. Virtual character of some sort. Just hyper realistic. Yeah, what do you call like a V-tube avatar? Like, what do you call that? I don't even know what that's called. Like a filter? It's like, with a filter where it's like a totally different person over you. I don't know what that's like. I don't know what that's called. It's just an avatar. A model. A model? If you rearrange Paco, you get a cop. Says Cobra. Good one. All right, both players are on seed. It's decider time. Where's the decider? I don't know. It's not coming up. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and get them started. We'll figure that out later. Winter versus Paco. The winner moves on to round 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. A VTuber model. Yikes. Starting off with 2 S's. So Paco going to follow up the left side of the board with that errant J piece. Long bar goes down though, so we should be able to fix this fairly easily. In theory. Winter at 70,000, Paco at 30,000 to start off. And both players kind of having some kind of misadventures here with the pieces. So I just wonder if it's kind of awkward RNG or what. Yeah, so why didn't my decider come up? Yeah, I don't know why. Didn't come out. There it is. All right. Winder. Tetris Winter 174. Paco still fighting a bit. And just trying to bring this down so we can get a good board. Dirty Tetris, he likes it. Paco approves. He's like, yes. That is what I like. 196 Winter, 87,000 Paco. You laughed at the Winder thing? Winder. Column 2 Tetris for Paco. Winter going to open up the right side. Long bar goes in. Tetris for Winter 290. Paco now with a clean board. The winner of this will move on to face Cobra in round 2. Man, I am thirsty. I had, you want the Vandy diet update. I took 4 days off from fasting just to do a little reset, but I'm back now on the fasting grind. So first day getting in, you kind of feel it a bit. So I'm feeling it. 375 for Winter, 243 for Paco. As always, consult your doctor, not your chiropractor. How fast am I? I'm super fast. Very fast. I'm going to CTWC next year and Jonas Cup. I got to look good, Potentially my last appearances. Who knows? $489 for Winter, $334 for Paco. Long bar goes into column 9 to get Tetris ready. A skimming at Tetris for Paco, $381, $512 for Winter. How fast am I? I'm 32 feet per second per second. I went to make food. Is this a decider? Yes, it is. This is indeed a decider. Tetris for Winter, 607 on 19, 394 for Paco. So Paco kind of on a grindy game here. Here's a Tetris Winter 683. All right, Paco substantially done cleaning this up, but he is back by 270,000 points. So that is a lot of points. Now, here's the thing. It's no cap November. Infinite chase down, essentially. So, you know, even being back by 280, players not out of this. Of course, it's not easy, but it can be done, and we've seen it. $452 Paco, $743 for Winter, who's just motoring along. There's one Paco, $482. Trying to avoid going 300,000 points behind. Tetris for Winter. There's a Tetris Paco. And Paco right now is, well, all right, lines are tied. Paco's like 280 something thousand points behind when the lines are tied. There's a Tetris Winter, 909. There's one Paco, 620. Oh, that's funny, Tio. An anagram of Classic Tetris Monthly is strictly slot machines. That's like DAS quals are strictly slot machines. 989 for Winter, 666 for Paco. There's a Tetris Paco, 706. So now there's the real question of what you got to do. I mean, if you're this far behind for Paco, it really just comes down to, I think, just kind of sticking around and seeing if you can catch like a top out and then just chasing it down. And like, I mean, aggression is not going to help too much. So Winter here bringing this down. Yeah, Winter takes kind of an awkward board into 29, but see if she can bring this down. And oh no, that is going to be a top out. So A18 is the top out. So A19 is the target for Paco. Like 260,000 points to go, and he's got all the time in the world. There's no line cap. Certainly, this will be decided well before, you know, the color levels. So essentially, it's really all up to Paco and what he can survive. So A19, that is the target, 200,000 points away. And this is, you know, this is kind of what no cap does. It's like no lead is safe when you top out. So see what you can do here. No line cap pressure. Taking that triple. He's doing the right thing here, just kind of building up that left side, taking singles, doubles as they come. Trying not to complicate, taking that triple. There's a Tetris for Paco, 921. He's within 100,000 points. There's a triple, gets in 960. So now like 60,000 points away. Oh no, and that is going to be a top out for Paco. Oh my goodness. The game crashes out. Paco cannot complete the chase down. He did like 200 something thousand of it, chucked the controller across the room. It ripped out of the console, and Winter is going to survive. So there was a big attempt. Paco did amazing. Paco's Taco says there is a wall on 39. There really is. Like, players just cannot get it out of their head. What have we done? So I don't know. GG's to both players. Paco, you did amazing. I can't believe you've got a 1.3 and that's it. It seems like you should have like many rollovers by now. So you played awesome. Congratulations to you. Can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. So I hope to see you in subsequent events. Winter, you will be moving on, and let's go ahead and report this to the centralized Tetris reporting authority. I mean, that is absolutely nuts. I mean, you did insane. Wow. He almost had it, but yeah, there is a mental wall at 39. Winter says, I was low-key checked out, bro was locked in, sob. Yeah. Wow, that was wild. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get Cobra into the mix. So goodbye 25. Again, GG's Paco. Hello 24. It's double Winter. And then goodbye 24. My stream deck is like a little slow today. Oh wait, Trip. Why is it coming up Tristop? That doesn't make sense. Why does that say Tristop? Give me just a moment. Let me fix the. I guess the graphic didn't get fixed, so just give me 1 second, guys, and I will set that up. So players, you can take a moment while I fix the thing. Not sure why that happened. Roll an ad. Yes, roll an ad. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not sure what happened there. And obviously it's me. I don't know why what I did though. All right, so we're gonna do the thing. I mean, unless I put it in a different, did I put it in STM? I might have put it in ST. No, well, I don't know. All right, let me fix it up. Let's see. USA left. Let me narrate. USA left. Got to turn off. We're going to turn on the left yellow. Okay. We got to turn off Scamper and turn off GBR. Goodbye, Scamper head. And Cobra left. So head Cobra left is the name of the layer in my thing. Head Cobra left. And, okay, turn on the left side text. And, okay, COBRA. And then I need my stats so I can get the stats here. Cobra is number 9, right? Number 9. USA. Cobra PB I have listed as 5.28. PB 5.28 million. Rank, are you 12? You're 12. Okay. And then here, you want to watch the magic happen? Here, watch the magic happen. Ready? Export. Player left. Oh, we got to go to the masters folder. Player left me09.ping should be updated. Yes, I want to replace it. And there it is. Okay, good job. And let me fix up the cams. Yeah, we're going to turn off the M scoring thing, by the way, so you don't need to have that on. Winter. So, yeah, Winter, go ahead and turn off M scoring. If both players don't have it, we're not going to use it. So, if you want to turn that off, that would be great. I did my test. I know what I need to do now. Okay, let me get Cobra. Cobra is on Squish Cam, so the way you deal with Squish Cam is you get the entire cam. Oh, wait, what is your... Oh, no, I can't do that. Is that what's happening? Cobra? Oh, my God. Let's see if this works. Cobra is on, like, ultra Squish Cam right now. So you just, like, unsquish it like this and like this. Yeah, that's right. So you take the cam and then you put it on 16:9 and then... Yeah, that's good. That works. All right, let's fix up Winter's cam on the right. All right, well, we'll just have tiny Winter and big Cobra. What do you think? Like Winter, like 20 yards away, and Cobra like right in your face. What do you think? All right, sounds good. And then let me just fix stencil for like both y'all because it's kind of not right. Reset transform? No, yeah. Cobra's stencil is totally effed. Bro. All right, if you're not on the... I can't fix your stencil if you're not on your game. I can't fix your stencil. How is it? How is it? I'll show you. Look. Put it on. Put the game on. I'll show you. You don't believe me, but it is. Put your game on. Put your game on. Look at it. It's effed, dude. It's total... I mean, it's a mess. It's a total mess. All right, but keep playing because I gotta fix it. I mean, this is not even, it's not anywhere close to playable. Like, it's like, how is it messed up? I mean, you can tell just by looking at it. Oh my God, this is literally one of the worst ones I've ever seen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why can you just play? Just keep playing. Dude. Put the game back on. What? I'm adjusting your stencil like right now. God. Like, how can I do... Like, I can't do it when you're not on. This is like a total mess. I don't understand what is wrong with it. Why is this? This is like not... Hold on. I have to do this manually because I don't understand what is actually happening right now. Let me do this manually. I don't understand why this is like this. All right. Why is this like this? I don't understand why this is like this. Are you on like some other... Are you like effing with me right now? Are you actually messing with me? Because this doesn't make sense. This is not how like a Tetris game is laid out. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I am having a stencil crash out right now. I don't understand it. This doesn't make any sense. All right, here we go. I think I figured it out. You haven't moved it. Of course, yes, of course you have. Of course you have. This doesn't make any sense. What is this, like a standard Tetris game? Like what? Why is this like this? I don't understand. Okay. God. All right, I got it. Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay. That was a hellish stencil. All right, we got it. We got it. And now I gotta fix winters. Oh, and I can't adjust stencil when you're on dark mode. So I'm just gonna have to do the best I can. All right, so I'll just do the best I can, lining it up this way. I quit Tetris. I quit. This is my stencil crash out. I am quitting Tetris forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. No more Tetris. It's over. Oh no. Okay, that's good enough. Oh my God. I am crashing out. That's good enough. All right, it's time. All right, and we turn off M scoring. Let me turn off M scoring. Turn that off. Yeah, Winter, can you turn off M scoring, because we're not using it now. And it just creates like a thing on the screen, and it's awkward. 344 lines on 29. Congrats. All right, now turn off M scoring and we can start. Did the stencil try placing a piece on 255 or something? Maybe. All right. No, you can put dark mode on. You can put I got it. You're good. You can put dark mode on. No, you can have it. You're good. I lined it up with my eyes. You can have it on. You can have it on. It's allowed. But just turn off M scoring, right? M scoring off. Good. All right, you got classic scoring on. Okay. All right, let's get these players some pieces. Oh my God. 416FEB. 416FEB. Old man yells at stencil. I don't all right, we'll deal with it later. We don't need to do it now. Let's get the match done and we'll have stencil clinic another day. I literally can't fix stencil in dark mode, so I don't know exactly how off it is, but I've got it to a place where it looks okay, and I'm happy. I mean, I'm not happy, but and seed check. Cobra, you are not on the right seed. It's a B at the end, not an 8.
You just got seed checked, bro.
Cobra, what the heck? All right, 4/16 February. Both players are on seed. Let's go ahead and get them started before I completely crash out. Yeah, it's round 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yep, seed wrong is game penalty. It should be. It should be. This is the least scuffed CTM start. Yeah, true. Let's just hope a J and an O and a J come out. They did. All right, well, we are underway. On the left side of your screen, apparently both of these players are being like streamed in via ham radio from space. Like, I don't know what these cams are, but they're pretty good. On the left side of your screen, it's Cobra. This is like true analog. They're right. They're in 480i right now. Yeah, left side, it's Cobra. You've seen Cobra most recently playing at the Space City Regional, both the Open and DAS tournaments. Made the top 4 in the Open. Also played in Mega Dasters, Stupid Tetris Monthly, No Next Box, and Mega Masters this year. So Cobra spreading it around in CTM. Was the winner of the Boston Tea Parody event. 2 Boston, 2 Parody. That's the Boston Regional that Fractal runs, and that's coming up in the next, 2 months from now, or maybe less, in January. Also played at the Stillwater Showdown at Lone Star in 2024. Cobra is a 2-time CTWC gold bracket player and made it into the top 8 this year. 3-time Mega Master, had his best run in Mega Masters as well. Made it to the top 16. Cobra seed number 9 from the USA, PB of 5.28 million. We just had a $1,000 contribution into the prize pool from Scott. Scott, I really appreciate your contribution to that prize pool, and I'm sure the players do as well. That's going to get us up to 32184. So we are now like 65% of the way ish. I can't do math. Toward our goal of paying the top 8. So thank you so much, Scott. Really appreciate that. Man, that is amazing. 269 here for Cobra, 194 for Winter. So Cobra with an overall PB of 5.28 million, ranked 12th in the most recent Premier poll. You can find the full results over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. On the right side, it is Winter, seed number 24. Winter defeated Paco is Taco in round 1 to make it here to round 2. Winter from the United States of America with an overall PB of 2.13 million. Qualled in with a 1.38 million. That was the average over best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. You have seen Winter very recently at the Kansas City Regional, played both the Open and the DAS Silver tournaments. You've also seen Silver playing in Pumpy's 1-day and 1-night tournaments. Played in CTWC this year in the gold bracket. Also played in Mega Masters. Went out to Pixelandy in both Mega Masters and CTWC, which is not nice. So a little bit of a rivalry there for Winter. So maybe Winter going to try to take Andy out of No Cap November. And you've seen Winter playing in a bunch of other stuff like Tetris Friendly, Arcadians. You can see Winter really pissed, really angry. Played in Futures, various DAS leagues, TAP leagues, Classic Tetris Bi-Weekly, Arcadian, Eat My Elo, all over the place. Played in Mega Disasters. That was the lower tier Mega Dasters that Hana ran. And these two have met one time before. That was in Tetris Friendlies in July of 24. And that went to a decider. 3-2. Cobra took that one. It still says decider on the screen. It shouldn't. Anyway, thanks again, Scott. Really, really appreciate that contribution. The players do too, for sure. We love keeping our players coming back and rewarding them for all the time they put in practicing and showing up to these events and things like that. And you know, these prize pools super important because it's basically the funds that players use, a lot of them, to go to live events. So 621 here for Cobra, Tetris 645, 542, long bar down, Tetris Winter 566. So maybe a lot of players can't make it out to a bunch of regionals to try to win their way, you know, to CTWC, but, you know, we are basically running regionals like every single month, multiple tournaments a month between DAS and Stupid Tetris Monthly and Masters. So it's really great that we have all the prize pool support. Really appreciate it, Scott. $6.99 for Cobra, $6.42 for Winter. Now, hopefully, Scott, you are not a chiropractor, right? All right, Tetris for Cobra 755. If you're a chiropractor, don't watch the don't watch the VOD, okay? 731 for Winter, 785 for Cobra. Premiere with an E.com. If that is, oh my God, premiere with an E.com would be a goated domain. I don't know what you'd do with it, but Tetris Winter 793, 818 for Cobra. Skimming at Tetris for Cobra 848. Tetris Cobra 909. I'm gonna go to bed like right after this. That's the thing when you're starting up a new fast after you haven't been fasting for a little bit. Sometimes sleeping through that critical 20 hour through like 30-hour phase is the right thing to do. If I didn't just get yelled at yesterday for Matcherino, you would buy that domain for the lulz. Colin, I know. It's all right. I'm sure it's worth it in the end. The severe restriction on your impulses. Max out for Cobra, 958 for Winter. And Winter in, a bit of a pickle here. But Winter's got, movement up there near the top of the board with the best of them. So we'll see what she can do here to try to survive. And no, that is going to be a top out for Winter. Cobra, you are good in game number 1. Charity Bird says, my son does Smash Brothers or Smash Bros tournaments and uses his winnings to get to the next location and a burger and shake. Probably better off doing Smash Bros than NES Tetris. All right, new pieces, players. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a coughing fit. Bro did not just 6-7. All right, do we need to have like a 6-7 tournament just to get it all out of your system? Like only column 6 and column 7 Tetrises count? Is that what we need to do? You'll just get it all out of your system? Is that what we have to do? The Nerd the Box says, wait, that's a good idea. How do we do that, though? Is there a hack that we can do to make it only column 6 and 7 counts? You need a ROM hack. All right, the pieces are... I put the pieces in, right? 7-3-E-3-3-6. 2 wide crunch. If you get an L or a J, you die. Also bar. The problem is not everybody can play ROM hack. So I don't know. I got to take a survey and see who has what. Like just, kind of a fixed cartridge versus EverDrive. Or just make those columns worth more? Like 100,000 points, or wait, 67,000 points? Cobra with the caps lock problem. All right, looks like both players are ready. 7-3-E-3-3-6. Let's go ahead. Game number 2. Cobra up 1 game to none. 3-2-1 Tetris. Like, what if you get a Tetris in any other column and it just is a top out? What about that? So, yeah, a Tetris besides column 6 and 7 tops you out. All right, we are underway in game number 2. Cobra is up 1 game to none versus Winter. There's a Tetris Winter. Winter not going to go for the line spin, but this weird little kind of, I don't know how much of that was intentional or not, but Winter going to have to take care of this. I don't think any of it was intentional. It did not seem like some 7,000 IQ burn that I can't understand, although it is possible. Now, there is a dirty Tetris set up. The double and the Tetris, it's all going to work out for Winter, no problem. Winter's like, see? Maybe it was 7,000 IQ. Tetris Winter 127, 145 for Cobra. Winter is set up again. That's a Tetris, right? That was a Tetris. Oh, that hang of that long bar with this kind of silly Vits going on. There's all kinds of like, well, you guys don't know. You guys are too, I'm too young to know what the Keystone Cops are, but kind of like Keystone Cops Tetris. $209 for Winter, $243 for Cobra. So Cobra up almost 100,000 points. Torb BG says, this is what Winter planned. Every detail of this stacking intentional. All right, there's a skimming of Tetris for Winter, 256. Tetris for Cobra, 366. So yeah, it's over 100,000 point lead right now for Cobra. Tetris Winter 334. Tetris Cobra 438. Cobra 10 lines back and up over 100,000 points. And now more lines back. So Winter one line away from 19, and kind of a last minute plan that did not pan out. So Winter with a little bit of an awkward board going into 19, high but dealable with, and of course Winter got great piece movement up high on the board. See what you can do here. And yeah, just chopping this down row by row. By the way, does anyone in chat have a link to a short or a video with a JD spin, a boiler spin? If anybody has one, I will be happy to display it on stream to show everybody what it is. Because people apparently did not know what that spin is. Tetris for Winter 461, 604 for Cobra. Long bar goes in, no bars go out, so it's using that bar purely to fill in the board. And now he's going to open up that right side. Long bar down, Tetris, Cobra. He's set up again, 636, 491 for Winter. Now, of course, this is No Cap November. And I forgot to make a separate bottom placard for that. I should probably adjust that. But players have essentially unlimited ability to chase down. Now, level 155, the crash behavior has been kept in the game. But players are welcome to play past 155 if they can do it. 646 for Winter, 764 for Cobra. But yeah, no level 39 super kill screen. There's a Tetris Winter 681. They're just trying to keep it close. Tetris Winter 716. And yeah, I mean, this is, there's a lot to think about here because you do have, there's still 130 levels to go until the crash screen. So, players will have to strategize, take that into account. What is their ability to survive on, post 29 speed? And that's going to imply certain things about how aggressive or not they should be. There's a lot to think about. Max out for Cobra, A00. Tetris for Cobra, A36. There's one for Winter, 897 into 29. And Cobra going to Tetris into 29 at A73. So about 170,000 point lead for Cobra right now. Back 6 lines. That's a drop in the bucket, really, lines-wise, compared to what is available. So we'll see what players are going to do. A lot of players just kind of enter that post-29 and just single and double just to get sort of used to the speed and give their opponent a chance to sort of top out and see if they can kind of engineer a chase down. And that is maybe what's going to happen here. Cobra going to top out at A97. So the target for Winter is A97. Do you think we'll see a double crash in this tournament? I mean, that would be... I would probably just have to quit Tetris if that happened. We get a double crash. So A97, that is the target. Winter now 130,000 points away. And just by way of reference, on level 34, a Tetris is worth 42,000. Players do not have any urgency to get Tetrises. They can just single and double forever. And of course, the poor opponent who was topped out just got to sit there and wait it out. See what their fate is. It's like the sit of shame or something. It's like you just got to sit there and wait and see if you get chased down or not. Has anyone gotten game crashed so far in this tournament? We're still in the early rounds, and all due respect, you generally don't see two players to get the game crash in a competitive situation. Both players have to go deep, right? So maybe somebody so far has been capable of it, but if their opponent doesn't go deep, they're not going to get the opportunity. So we're up to A25. Winter about to hit 39, and so far there's been a little bit of a psychological wall for players when they hit 39. We'll see if Winter can avoid it, because she's only got 50-something thousand points to chase down. Tetris is here worth 48,000. So really, one Tetris worth of points would do it. But she does not have to get him by way of the Tetris. I mean, she can just single and double it out. And good clean board now for Winter. A81. So 10,000 points to go. And chase down complete. Winter has completed a massive chase down into level 42. And yeah, so that you just got no capped. Cobra just got no capped. So that's going to tie it up. And the new pieces are here. 5C, BA7B. You can take a moment if you need it. ID Kirby has some deep runs, right? Miles, ID Kirby could be something. Yeah, it definitely could be. Definitely could be. So the pieces are in the chat. FCR, thanks for the pin. Appreciate that. 5C, BA7B. You can take a minute. Obviously, you were just sitting there playing for 42 levels, so it's totally fine to take a moment. Jump up and down, get that blood pumping. Yeah, we haven't seen colors yet. And again, both players sort of have to cooperate to make that happen. Again, one player might be capable of it, but they both have to go deep in order to make these, these deep runs, these colors or crash happen. We did see colors last year, late in the tournament. Gummy the Cat in chat. What the heck? Out of nowhere. Where did Gummy the Cat come from? Oh my word. Holy moly. Welcome back to the channel, Gummy the Cat. Blast from the past. You've lived 1,000 lives. I just tabbed back in. Why was Winter jumping up and down repeatedly? Because Winter just did a big chase down into level 42. So Probably just needed to, get some blood flowing again. All right, so we are not, Winter, you are not on seed. It should be 5C BA7B, not 7-6. 7B. So you each did one. Oh, wait.
You just got seat checked.
Stupid. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them started while we can. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3 between Cobra and Winter in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so yeah, it's 1-1 in the seed check battle as well. And yeah, also it's 1-1 in the stencil battle. Really more like 0-0 in the stencil battle. I don't know. I'll have to look into why Cobra's... I believe Cobra that Cobra did not change his stencil. He's always been a little bit off, but never as off as that. So it might be my fault, but... there's a good chance it was something I was doing. Tetris for Cobra, Tetris for Winter. Cobra looking for that L piece, gonna get it. Of course, the L piece is the hero of Stupid Tetris Monthly this month. The Vits has been set up for Cobra. Long bar comes, tucks it in. Another bar for the Tetris, 139 for Cobra, 137 Winter. Winter gonna Tetris, 160. $188 for Winter, $190 for Cobra. Winter really stashing those pieces high on the left side. But thankfully, she's got a bunch of burns she can take. It's a long bar down. Tetris is set up again. Long bar dependency in column 1 and column 5 now. And now column 10, but okay. There we go. Now Winter's got the right long bar dependency. Which is the Tetris well. There you go. Nice triple for Winter, 227. Tetris for Cobra, 285. There's a triple and a Tetris for Winter. Another Tetris Winter, 302. Cobra back by 4 lines, so here comes the bar. So now the lines are tied, and it's about a 51,000 point lead for Cobra. It's about 2 1/3 Tetrises. Tetris Winter, 349. And there's one Cobra. Cobra with a great pace right now, 421 through 82. It's pretty much right where you want to be for a good, like, medium to high 600K transition. If he can keep this pace going. Tetris Cobra, 470. Winter opens up that right side. Oh, blocks just as the bar was coming, but really not a lot of time to adjust there. But long bar goes down. Tetris Winter, 403. All right, little T-spin there. $5.15 for Cobra. He's going to get a Tetris 538. And Cobra with a bit of a history as a pace lord, so we've seen Cobra get a lot of high paces on our broadcasts. There's a Tetris Cobra. Tetris Winter 481. So about 104,000 point lead. Cobra now with the 608. Still 11 lines to go until 19. Long bar, Tetris, Cobra 631. Winter is in at 528. A very respectable transition score for Winter. But Cobra's pretty high right now. You can take one more bird and still get 2 Tetrises. There's one. And there's 2. Cobra with a 679. 19 transition. Are they pace picantes? I guess they are. Paces picantes. Yeah, casual 670 transition, Jeepers Creepers, indeed. What's up, Violet? Tetris Cobra 781, 614 for Winter. Now, it's great to have all that pace and everything, but, you know, a little bit less of a factor in these tournaments because of the additional runway to chase down. That level 39 line cap has been turned off. Players can go a long way. Winter gets the T-spin. Did not go for the boiler spin this time. Learned her lesson on that one. We all learned a boiler spin lesson, indeed. Vandy, have you ever heard of the peak fighting game Dong Dong Never Die? No, I have not heard of the game Dong Dong Never Die. Hopefully that I don't even know what I hate saying things that I don't know what they are, because somehow people are like going to bait me into saying something that'll get me canceled. Yeah, Violet, yes. Actually, it's a T-tier spin, Violet. Max out for Cobra A22. Vandy, have you heard of this peak video game called Tetris? Yeah, vaguely. You know, it is weird, maybe a little ironic. The S is not an S-tier piece at all. Maxed out for Winter, A31. So A59 Cobra. Winter's been playing a bit high on the board. So she's substantially ahead in lines, like 10 or more. And oh my goodness, Winter has a mess to clean up. But kind of getting it done. A Barry would be great, but not going to wait around. Oh, no, it's going to be a top out for Winter, and Cobra is good in game number 3 and goes up 2 games to 1. I shouldn't say Tetris out loud on stream. That's really bad. Oh, no. I'm going to get canceled. There are no matches after this one. Cobra has to mullen if they win the last game. All right, well, we'll look at it. We'll think about it. All right, Cobra getting some training here on post 29. With a little bit of a mullen. And there it is, long bar down the middle. All right, Cobra feels good. You got out of that 30 situation somehow. Live boiler spin tutorial. All right, Winter is gonna set up a boiler spin. All right, ready? Oh yeah, here you go. There it is right here. Ready? Everybody look. All right, so yeah, normal T-spin, you would not do this. Winter probably should have done the normal T-spin first. Oh, you went the wrong way. You went the wrong way. All right, Winter, show the regular T-spin first, and then show the JD spin. All right? Show the like a regular T-spin. I can't believe you went the wrong. Yeah, here it is, guys. Tutorial. All right, normal T-spin first. All right, this is a normal T-spin. Okay, like that, right? Now, watch this. All right, so here it is again, right? Normal, okay? Now, do the JD spin, right? You see the flat bottom? And then, so you get a totally different board shape by doing that. See? See? There you go. And you have to like kind of tuck and spin. It's actually easier to hit than a regular T-spin. This is what people have said, that it's actually easier to hit than a regular T-spin. I don't know if that's true or not. I seem to be able to hit them about the same, but okay. I have yet to see a place where a JD spin is possible where it's not equal, at least if not better than a regular T-spin. Did I put the pieces in chat? Here are the pieces. I saw Scooty do an upside down T-spin earlier. Was absolutely wild and actively useful. I feel like I can't verbalize it, but I feel like there are some better board shapes that you can get. I don't know, but I can't prove that. I feel like there are times when it's better to have that board shape than not, but I can't verbalize it. Like it ended up with the T facing up, like a failed T-spin. What if you force double flip for the flex in a T-spin? I mean, that happens. People have done that. I mean, there had to have been a gap under it, otherwise it wouldn't spin, right? All right, looks like both guys. Cobra 8AC08
Cobra, you just failed another C check, bro.
Dude. All right, let's go while we still can. It's game number 4. Cobra's up 2 games to 1. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Yeah, somebody should clip that Scooty upside down T-spin. What is it called when you spin the bottom part into facing downwards? Is that even possible in games without? So it is. I think that's what they're talking about in Twitch right now. When you spin the bottom part facing downwards. Oh wait, no, it's not really possible. Not a canonical T-spin. Like it wouldn't work the way that you're thinking. That maybe modern Tetris that would work. I don't know, but that doesn't really work in NES Tetris. If it's the way that I'm thinking, you'd have to draw it for me to know 100% what you're saying, but. But if I'm thinking about what you're thinking about, then no, it is not possible in this game. I could be wrong. Violet will tell us. Oh my God, a perfect clear. What the heck? People love the perfect clear. Did he get extra points from the perfect clear? No, no extra points from perfect clear. Tetris Winter 153, 159 for Cobra. Oh, that Spire for Winter. I mean, Mr. Valor loves it, but nobody else. Oh my goodness. That's old references. Tetris for Winter 186, 206 for Cobra. There's a triple Winter. Trying to bring this down. Tetris Cobra 254. So Cobra on pace for about a 500, like low 500 transition. Winter, a bit of a suffer game. Oh, there's the spin, the inverted T-spin. All right, people check it out. And I want to see people react in chat to what it's like. Sorry, YouTube, you're not going to be able to see it. It's a Twitch clip. Unless you go over to Twitch. I guess I can put the link in YouTube, but you would just be going to... You'd just be going to Twitch, so not sure if you want to do that or not. 330 for Cobra, 273 for Winter. Now, of course, you know, Suffer Game, not as big a deal in this format. These players have a lot of runway to do chase downs. You can trail by quite a bit and still be in good shape. I'm going to copy that link, and I'm just literally just going to put it in my Vandy channel so I see it later. Tetris Winter 356, 369 for Cobra. Now, Winter ahead by 8 to 12 lines, something like that. So, but it has tightened up a little bit. Cobra still on pace potentially for low 500s transition. Oh, Winter gonna miss the Z spin. That's gonna slow her down a bit. Oh, 19. My goodness, this is a very awkward transition, but Winter kind of making quick work of it. A long bar here would be great. Gonna block really both of those long bar holes just as it comes. All right, open again, closed again. All right, winner, good patience here. And there you go, clean and clear and waiting. And there it is, Tetris Winter. 453, good survival. 591 for Cobra. Violet says, never in doubt. So about 100,000 point lead for Cobra, but he's also back like, you know, somewhere between 9 and 15 lines. All right, Winter uncovers, recovers, just trying to, oh, there you go. Beautiful J piece to uncover the right side and get that Tetris. Tetris Time says, I once did that T-spin, the upside down T-spin on 37 versus Sidnev and Mega Masters. I feel like I remember that vaguely. I mean, you know, it's seldom that I'm actually paying attention and see things, but I feel like I remember that now. $827 Cobra, $698 Winter. Long bar down, Tetris Winter, 734, 10 lines ahead, and about 120 something thousand points back. Tetris Cobra. Dirtblock says, does no cap bring back any good memories? Yeah, I mean, listen, the iconic moment for no cap is really that, you know, Dog versus Scooty match with all those rollovers and colors and double colors and all that. I mean, that was absolutely insane with the rollover counter. All right, Winter is into 29, 890. I feel like this is a perfect music for 29. A73 for Cobra. Ahead by like 170,000, but of course we saw Winter chase down that much. We don't remember the Eric game? Well, the Eric game was not No Cap November. That's going to be a top out for Winter. That was just regular. That was just regular CTM before we had the line cap. B33 for Cobra, 921 for Winter. So Cobra is good in game number 4 and is going to take this one 3 games to 1. So GG's Winter. You played amazing. It was thrilling. A little bit of an adventure at times, but you played great. So congratulations to you. GG's to you, and hope to see you again in future months. Epic chase down to be proud of. A chase down of all time. So Cobra, you want to mullen it out a little bit? I mean, we can hang out. That's fine. Whatever you want to do. You want to get colors on stream right now? I will sit there the whole time. We get it on this game, all right? Winter says ran out of gas. Got it. Five gift subs if Cobra colors. All right. There you go. Perfect clear with a triple. You'll love to see it. Will next match be CTM or STM? Tomorrow, we have got, a bunch of Masters. Well, 2 Masters brackets. One at 11:30 a.m. here in Texas, one at 6 p.m. The players are Evesy, Akatu, and SV in the morning session, and then the afternoon session, Alan Bot versus Doodle, winner versus Meme. So we got some matches for you. Cobra with the 1.3 into level 40. All right, so Cobra gonna get those. Gonna get those colors, I believe it. You will donate N-Dog if Cobra gets colors. All right. So we just need like what, 1,000 more lines? It's like easy. Not even 1,000. Bro, just get 1,000 more lines. And I would show you like Cobra's like own stream, but he's on Squish Cam and it looks awful, so we're gonna keep it here. Like, look, like that's awful. Is that what you want your first colors to look like? Actually, wouldn't be. That would be pretty good. All right, level 45. E is a 1.4. Any far runs this stream? I mean, this is the furthest one here on a Mullen. We had a chase down. Winter got to 41, chasing down and succeeding. How does one achieve this cam? I mean, you take your 16:9 camera and then you just don't crop it, just keep it whole and squish it. All right, level 48. What's the highest level so far in this tournament? It might be Winter's 41. I thought somebody else breached the 40s. Now, of course, Cobra is here on a Mullen, but in terms of like meaningful level that mattered, I think it was Cobra, right? I mean, I think it was Winter, right? Maybe there was something during the Dangler game. You got 40s on your last game against Hana. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't remember what it was, though. Maybe it was 42, 43. It was a Mullen, though. Yeah, I mean, Winters was meaningful. That was like the chase down there, so it was consequential. All right, there's a nice triple Cobra. What is it, 1320? Refresh your stream real quick. You want to do something? All right, I'll refresh your stream. What are you, 24? All right, the rollover has been achieved on level 53. Cobra's board climbing. That is going to do it. Cobra going to get only level 54. What is your funny there? What are you doing? Oh, my God. Bring back the rollover counter. Yeah, there's 8 codes left. Where is that? Over on... That's on STM. You just claimed a code. Look at that. Be like Winter and go over to go over and claim a code. All right, Cobra, it was a valiant effort. You still had like 850 lines to go, but you got there. So anyway, thank you so much winter. Appreciate that. Please do head over to the STM Matcherino and claim a code. All right. Thanks so much to those of you who supported the channel. Rempton follow, Stanislaw, Mustache Cannon, sub, Stolen Short Sword with the raid. Appreciate y'all. Patrons, Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue, Potato Cat Kid, Javin T, Jason Sunny, thank you so much, and everybody else on the slide. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Prize pool is up to $1321.84. We had a big contribution from Scott G. Thank you so much, Scott. Really appreciate that. Whoops also came in with the $5. So we have made significant progress toward our $2,000 incentive to pay the top 8. And the rest is up to you. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Yeah, tomorrow we will have 2 Masters brackets. Those are going to be blue, Evesy versus Akatu. That should be a banger. And the winner against SV. So all Euro match. So that's 11:30 a.m. Texas time. And then the 6 o'clock Texas match. That's going to be Allenbot versus Doodle, winner versus Meme. So I was starting a game. I started a game like during the run up to this. So I'm going to complete this game and we'll see how we do. All right. We'll see if I can get there. I paused it just in case any of you were really invested. So let me see if I can get this, see what we can do. We'll raid Huff after I top this out. But in case you were really invested in the game, oh, no, crap. I overshifted. I did want to complete this out just because, you don't want FOMO. We want to know. We don't want a cliffhanger. I want to know how this game is going to turn out. All right, we'll finish it, and then we'll raid Huff. No cam? Oh my God, sorry. No cam November. Oh no! I looked at chat and I got distracted. Ugh. It's the worst. Is there anything worse than looking at chat and getting distracted? I need a cam for Masters? Oh no. I'm kind of dizzy right now just from restarting up my fast and so when I turn my head to look at chat, I get a little dizzy. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, crap. All right, we're going to raid our good friend Huffaluffagus. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthly Tetris. Thank you and have a nice day. All right, we're going to raid Huff. So let's see. Raid HUFFULUFUGUS. There's no underscore, is there? Is there an underscore? Wait a minute. I'm tripping right now. Yeah, there is. Okay, there is. We're sorry, too late. We're raiding Huff. Cole told me to do it. So it's all about Cole. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
monthly